Welcome to the Dave and Lisa podcast.
Hey, it's Lisa. Dave's out this week. It's just me all alone, heading up to Easter, but it's a short week for a lot of people, so I know everyone's kind of excited about that. I had so much fun last weekend, though. I got to go out to the Montgomery Music and Mudbug Festival, and I got to see Neil McCoy, which was so cool. I never thought I'd see Neil McCoy twerk, but I did. He was twerking, he was singing From the Window to the Wall. It was a blast, but most of all, I'm just so excited that events are starting to happen again, and we can get out and about and just enjoy live music again and being around our friends. There's a lot happening here in our area. You can actually go to our website at kstarcountry.com and check out some of the events that are happening. And well, like I mentioned, Dave is off this week, and I had the chance to talk to the actor Diedrich Bader, and it's such a great interview. He's just such a really nice guy, and I really, really enjoyed getting this opportunity to chat with him about American Housewife, where the season finale is coming on March the 31st. You can always check it out on ABC Live, or you can check it out on Hulu afterwards. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast so you are able to get these interviews as soon as we upload them. And we're also on YouTube now. You can go and listen to them on there. We had a lot of requests, people asking us to move them to YouTube. We have listened, and now they're there. Okay, I'll quit talking. Let's go ahead and chat with Diedrich Bader. Hi, Diedrich. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for calling us. Diedrich, you have had just a wild career playing so many different characters. I think what I love most about with you and your career is anytime you mention your name, maybe show your picture to someone, they're like, oh, hey, Napoleon Dynamite, Office Space, Fresh Prince. My co-host, who unfortunately is missing today, he was like Beverly Hillbillies. Everyone knows you from something out there. I mean, how neat is that?
It's really cool. I can't believe it. I mean, it's a childhood dream to be an actor, and the fact that I'm continuing to work is a biggest shock to me, I'll tell you that. And I feel very lucky, very blessed, and the fact that I've had the longevity that I had is it's pretty remarkable, given the depth of my talent. It's not so great, but yeah, I've been lucky enough to keep working, and Housewife is my favorite project by far, and it's been a wild ride. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Speaking of longevity, American Housewife, didn't y'all hit 100 episodes this year?
Thank you for saying that. Yes, we hit 100 episodes, which is a fantastic milestone. Incredible that we were able to do that. It's my second show to reach 100, and I'm just very I'm proud of it. I knew that we were going to go when I met Katie Mixon in the hallway of ABC, because she's such a star. I had seen her on Eastbound and Down, which was a really fun show, and just fell in love with her then. And she is the greatest to work with, just so nice and funny and always up and friendly and just a ball of fire as a character too. So she's a lot of fun. We've had a great time together. It's been a great ride.
I mean, it looks like it. You guys have really great chemistry on the show. And what I really love about the show is it seems like this was something that was needed, that's very relatable for a lot of moms out there right now. She's very outspoken. So for our listeners out there that are just getting into American Housewife, kind of give them a rundown about the show.
Oh, yeah, of course. So we're a family that I'm a college professor, my character, that is, and we moved to Westport for the schools because it's a wealthy community, but we can't really afford to be there, so we're always scrimping and saving. And Katie's character, Katie, so that's easy to remember, is really, as you say, outspoken. She says out loud what a lot of people are thinking. She feels like she's being judged by all of the local women because she is being judged. And so it's a fish out of water thing where the fish that's out of water is flapping around like you wouldn't believe. She is really a ball of fire, as I said, and a great, strong character, and has perspective that the town may have lost. I mean, that's one of the things about wealthy communities is that because they kind of feed in on themselves, they become sort of a parody. And we're able to skew that and make fun of it. And I think a lot of people will associate with Katie's character particularly. We have a lot of fun. You'll see it. It seems like it's going to be a standard family comedy, but it is more subversive than you'd think because Katie's character really thinks outside the box, and it's genuinely funny. I'm very proud of it.
Well, what's one of your favorite moments that you've had on the show so far?
Oh, God, that's an interesting question. Because we just wrapped, I would say shooting this last episode and getting to the end of this crazy season to shoot during this time, was actually really beautiful. I have high hopes for the show, but I don't know what's going to happen. And the fact that, we were able to shoot together and be together for 5 years and then and go through this terrible, tumultuous time together and have the honor to entertain as best we can and take people's minds off of this terrible pandemic. And, of course, obviously, the time that you in Texas went through with your power, which was horrible, and our hearts and prayers were with you during that time. But I would say that this last episode, when we shot, there was a sweetness to it and a sadness to it that I have never experienced because we had all gone through something together. Like, it sounds a little strange, but it felt like, the people that you'd go through on a foxhole. We had experienced something that was really hard together and different from our regular life, and you'll never forget it. So I would say this last episode, and you're not going to tune in and go, oh, they had the poignant moment. It's a genuinely funny episode, but I urge everybody to watch it.
Yeah, the last episode is coming up this Wednesday night on ABC, and episodes can later be viewed on the next day on Hulu, which is kind of how I like to watch things. This last episode's coming up this Wednesday on ABC. This is the season finale, and I guess you guys have some guest stars that are going to be showing up on this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if people know him from Community or all the various movies that he's done, but Joel McHale is going to be our special guest star. He was really fun to work with. He's very, very funny and genuinely nice guy, and that was a real thrill to work with him, actually. I didn't know what he was going to be like because, you never know when you have a star on the show what they're going to be like, but he was great, and we all had a really good time together. He's a great improviser, and take to take is very different, and so you just have to swing with it, and we had a really good time together. I think you'll be able to tell.
Now, you've had plenty of guest stars throughout the series. Is there someone that was really surprising to you whenever you met them?
Well, yeah. I'm struggling to remember his name because I'm a little bit tired right now. It's a little early here in Los Angeles. He was on, and he played the mentor to Oliver. And oh my God, I'm spacing on his name. I'm going to think of it as I talk. But he was one of the greatest raconteurs I've ever met. He played Zorro, the Gay Blade. So I'll look it up that way. The Gay Blade.
I know. I'm trying to think, too.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was going to be like.
Okay.
His name is George Hamilton.
Oh, George Hamilton. Yes. Okay.
George Hamilton was a real surprise to me. I honestly didn't know what he was going to be like with the tan and the clothes and the kind of the way that he carries himself. I wasn't sure that what he would be like. And sweetest, nicest guy and the greatest storyteller I have ever met. He knew everyone, and he was so much fun to have on the set. So I would say that was probably my favorite. And, of course, Wendy Malick, we had worked together a bunch of times, but Wendy Malick is always fun to have on the set.
Well, that's sweet to hear. Now, Diedrich, before you go, I do have to ask you, too, I checked out your Instagram, and you have got just all these beautiful flowers all over your Instagram. Are these on your own property, or is this at your house? Yeah,
that's my garden. If you go to Insta and you're a gardening fan. It's really for garden geeks. I looked at Insta. On Twitter, I try to do jokes and plug shows and stuff like that. But on Insta, I looked at everybody else's account, and I just thought, if it's just going to be pictures, that I just wanted to bring, this will sound strange, but I tried to bring people a sense of peace. And so I think if you go to the Insta and you spend enough time looking at the flowers, it'll hopefully give you a sense of peace. Flowers are a beautiful thing. A garden is it's a gift, and so I love gardens, and it is. I'd say about 98% of it is flowers from my garden, but sometimes I'll take pictures of other flowers. So I know it's a very strange thing, but it's a real focus. If you go to the Insta, which I hope you do, yeah, it's all about flowers.
No, it's not strange at all. It is. It's peaceful. It's beautiful, and I like that. I like your theme that you have going on Instagram.
And Lisa, thank you very much. I never hear about that account because I don't have that many followers on there because it's so specific. I mean, if you like gardens and you like flowers, you're going to like it. If you don't, you're really not. But Lisa, I appreciate that. Nobody brings that up. I thank you.
Diedrich, thank you so much again. American Housewife, the season finale coming on this Wednesday on ABC. Again, can be viewed later on Hulu. Diedrich, thank you so much.
Lisa, thank you for having me on.